Formula One has always been a place for emerging talent, with young drivers showing that they have what it takes to reach the top. The current season has been especially exciting for newcomers like Oscar Piastri, Franco Colapinto and Oliver Bearman, who are standing out and showing the value of investing in the next generation. However, some teams are taking different approaches when it comes to developing new talent, and Aston Martin seems to be treading a more cautious path. Mike Crack, head of the Aston Martin team, was quite clear when commenting on the strategy for training new drivers. In a recent interview, he acknowledged the importance of working with promising young people, but emphasised that the team prefers to focus on quality rather than quantity. "We are doing a very good programme with Felipe Drugovich," said Crack, referring to the Brazilian who is currently the reserve driver of the team. Drugovich will have another opportunity to show his skills in the Mexican GP, taking over Fernando Alonso's car for a free practice session. Crack's speech makes it clear that Aston Martin is aware of the F1 limitations in terms of space for new drivers. With only 20 grid spots, it's hard for young talent to find consistent opportunities to get into the sport. Crack mentioned that the team is focused on not creating false hopes for promising young people, preferring to be selective in choosing their junior drivers. "We try to keep them as low as possible so as not to cause situations like this," he explained, reinforcing the conservative stance of Aston Martin. Despite all caution regarding the development of new talents, Crack did not fail to highlight that the sport has the responsibility to make room for the new generation of drivers. "It's good to see new drivers coming now, and that should be the goal," he said. However, the team's actions seem to be more focused on keeping focus on established big names in the sport like Max Verstappen than heavily investing in young promises. This does not mean that Aston Martin is completely out of the game when it comes to newbies. Felipe Drugovich, for example, remains an important part of the team's plans, with more opportunities on the horizon. However, it is remarkable that Aston Martin, unlike other teams like McLaren and Ferrari, adopts a more conservative stance towards driver development. By 2025, the grid will have only two new names: Oliver Bearman, who will join Haas, and Andrea Kimi Antonelli, who will share the garage with George Russell at Mercedes. Liam Lawson will also make his official USGP debut, representing Red Bull. These moves show that despite the few available vacancies, there is still room for the rise of new talent. And what do you think of this more cautious approach from Aston Martin towards young drivers? Is the team right to focus on established names like Max Verstappen, or should they invest more in the next generation? Leave your opinion in the comments, and of course sign up for more F1 exclusive updates and reviews.